you, Ubisoft. The gaming industry once again lobbied against consumer rights and kind of won this time, unfortunately, because the Stop Destroying Games European initiative just had a pretty major L, and even worse for me personally, it might have been because of fucking Ubisoft of all things. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Stop Destroying Games is a European citizens initiative with 1.3 million signatures that is trying to make laws a thing for publishers like Ubisoft to have an end-of-life plan for their video games. Like if Ubisoft decides to shut down The Crew 2 and with that its servers, they would have to push out an update that would still make it playable afterwards. And the update we've gotten is not great, because the European Commission has now responded after being presented with this initiative a few months back, and they are saying that they will not pursue or enforce legal obligation on video game publishers, and going on to say that they will try to enforce existing consumer laws and raise awareness about consumer rights, which, great, you weren't doing that beforehand? What the fuck? Yeah, that's the thing you're supposed to do. Let me make this clear. They basically just said, yeah, we are going to start actually looking into the consumer laws. Like, you weren't doing that beforehand? That's like your entire job. And their main reason for denying the new laws is copyright law. Basically saying, hey, because the company like EA owns the software they publish and you don't, you just get a license, they can decide to do with it whatever they want. Which is fucking insane, by the way. That's like the EU saying, hey, Apple can decide to just brick your iPhone through iOS updates whenever they please because they own the software. Go fuck yourself. And I don't want to accuse anyone here, just kidding, I want to accuse Ubisoft because coincidentally, a few weeks ago, the CEO of Ubisoft attended an invite-only meeting with the EU Commission, which was hosted by Video Games Europe, which is a lobbying group of huge AAA companies against Stop Destroying Games. And we don't even know what they were talking about because it was a closed meeting. But coincidentally, before this meeting, the EU Commission was a huge fan of Stop Destroying Games, and now they're like, nah, we can't really, But, well, this is a loss. Stop Killing Games isn't done yet. They're just going straight to Plan B. Instead of going to the EU Commission, they're going to the EU Parliament, which is the body of the government that writes laws, but the big difference is that this is run by elected officials of each country, meaning they are way more susceptible to public pressure. And because the Stop Destroying Games initiative raised 1.3 million signatures, the Parliament is required to take a look at it. And honestly, this couldn't have happened at a better time, because the Parliament is currently working on a Digital Fairness Act, which is supposed to give more consumer rights, specifically in the digital space, which fits perfectly with Stop Destroying Games, trying to give more consumer rights to gamers. So while this is a small loss, overall Stop Destroying Games isn't just going to stop moving.